What do you mean?
Huh?
Of course women have a place outside the kitchen, bro. Hey, welcome to the Stash and Shaggy podcast. I'm your host, Stash. This is my buddy Shaggy right here. How we doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. You know, we got some, you're outrageous. I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about before we started here, but okay, you know. We got some UFC picks, you know, nice UFC Denver and Elevation this week. We got some golf, Genesis Open. We got F1, the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm.
We got some football with Copa America in the Euro 2024. We have MLB. And Is that it? We got any NASCAR this weekend? No NASCAR.
I didn't look at NASCAR.
No NASCAR. All right. Let's go. Let's start her off. How are we making money this week?
Well, I don't know. UFC seems to be the thing to do to make the money.
You know, UFC's been profitable, but nothing like spectacular so far.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the Genesis Open real quick because we can knock that out fast. I got Ludwig Egberg to win and Aaron Rye to get a plus or a top 10 Aaron Rye. And what do you got for that?
I picked Rosner to win and also Colin
Morikawa
to win plus 900 for Colin. And I got plus 2,200 for Rosner.
Gotcha. I got the plus 240 on Aaron Rye top 10 and plus 170 on Edberg to win. Those odds aren't the best on Edberg, to be honest, but I still think he's going to win. So, got to bet who you think is going to win. I'll hit F1 real quick. The bet I really like this week for F1, this is also pre-qualifying, but over 17.5 racers to finish is minus 120. I really like that bet. Wide roads, and I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of wrecking, and they don't really break down this year. The mechanics have been pretty good. Cars have been solid. And I'm going to pick, you got a theme going here. I'm going to go Norris to win again, but you get it for plus 350 right now. I think that's a good odd. Mercedes looked fast this last week, but I think McLaren's going to come back and beat them. And you want to go to the football real quick?
Yeah, the Copa America and the Euro 2024. We're going to go, although they're at plus 500, we're going to go Canada. Also pick Argentina at plus 115. And then you can pick probably an assist or a goal for good old Messi. But against Colombia, I'm not sure. We're going to go into the Euro 2024 and go ahead and pick England. And you did say at the beginning you were going with England.
I did, yeah. I bet them at the start. I think it was plus 550.
Well, we're also going to do a correct score for that game. We're going to go 0-1 for England to win.
I like it.
Or we're going to go for a draw. If it's a good game, we go 2-2, end in a draw, go to a shootout, where England may be victorious. You'll win that bet, eh?
Yeah.
And that's all I have for the soccer, the football.
Are we going to do UFC or MLB? What are you feeling?
I'm going to throw some quick MLB picks out there.
All right, let's do it.
Might as well do like a rapid fire and then pick and choose who you like. Maybe put together a parlay. Today, Saturday's games, we're going Tigers. Always go Tigers, win or lose. Always go Tigers.
Non-biased.
We go Pirates. We're going to go Cubs, Phillies, Yankees. We're taking the Reds. We're taking the over. I'm not picking a game in this one. We're just taking the over in the Royals and the Red Sox. We're taking the Guardians.
Shit's happening.
Plus 1.5. We're going to go Astros. We're going to go Brewers. Mets. Negative 1.5. We're also going to go Giants, Braves, Cubs, and the over in the Mariners and Angels.
So you're just betting every game.
Well, I'm not betting every game. I picked the ones that I like. Then I'm gonna go back and put together maybe a 3-4 leg parlay.
Okay.
See
I
what
like it.
hits.
I like it.
Maybe do that.
Put them
2 or
all
3
together
times.
and put 5 to make a million. Why not?
Could happen.
All right, UFC Denver in elevation. Main event Rose Namajunas versus Tracy Cortez. So a lot of these fights, these guys don't have the best of cardio, and they're fighting at elevation. So a lot of these fights kind of scare me. But let's go through them the best we can. To start, Rose versus Cortez. I think Rose is basically just going to use her wrestling defense, and the only way Tracy can win, in my opinion, is to wrestle throughout 5 rounds. She's also never been 5 rounds. This is on short notice, and she had a bad weight cut. So I'm not really favoring Tracy here. I'm going to stay with Rose. Maybe she gets wrestled for 1 or 2 rounds, but I think for the majority, she's going to win 3 or 4 rounds by keeping it on the feet and just staying at distance and point fighting.
No, I'm going to take the underdog on this one.
Okay.
I like
You
Tracy
like
Cortez.
Cutting her hair at the weigh-ins.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
All right. Next fight, Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Muslim Salikov. I used to be a big Ponzinibbio fan, and then he kind of fell off a cliff. But luckily, he's fighting Muslim Salikov, who's a trash bag and has no cardio, and we're fighting in Denver. So easy win for Ponzinibbio. Just survive the first round and then knock him out in the second when the dude's dead tired. Simple stuff. Dober versus Silva. Gene Silva just fought 2 weeks ago, and now he's on this card again.
I was confused about that.
Yeah, so that's interesting. But I'm taking Gene Silva. The dude just seems to have the death touch. Like, he punches people and their eyes just light up, and they're like, oh, wow, this guy hits really hard. So I'm just going to continue with that, like, how it's been going, and take Silva by KO here. Bomb Theme versus Lusa. I don't really like the odds in this fight. Minus 360 Bomb Theme, but I like Bomb Theme to win.
Yes.
Maybe you can get your odds a little better if you want to take Bomb Theme by KO, because Lusa's a big, muscly guy. I don't think he's going to go 3 rounds. He might get choked out, too.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
take
know.
the under, too.
Yeah, just take the under. I don't know. But it's just hard to bet this fight because the line is so wide. But I do like Bomb Theme to win. Rosa versus Rodriguez. Rodriguez is sharp. I like this dude. Julian Rosa's a veteran, gatekeeper, good at everything type fighter, but not great at nothing. I kind of see Rodriguez just outpointing him, hurting him in the first, maybe more in the second, knocking him out in the third or late second round. That's kind of how I see this fight going. So Rodriguez for me.
Yes.
Brundage versus Alisson. This fight's hard because I don't think Alisson has a great gas tank, but I think he's a great 3 to 5 minute fighter. And Cody Brundage has shown he has the will to survive when he fought Joe Pfeiffer. No, it was the other one. Shit. Now I forget his name. Real good up and coming kid who everybody thought he was going to roll through Brundage, and Brundage survived and lost that fight, but showed good heart. And I think that heart might get him through this fight as long as he can survive the first 5 minutes without Hassan. So I'm going to take Brundage by decision plus 145.
Yep.
Josh Van versus Johnson. Josh Van is another one of those up-and-coming, like, looks real good, hasn't really been in deep waters or tested real hard yet, just has hands of steel, looks like nobody wants to box with the kid.
Good record, too.
I'm going to go Josh Van by KO. Jasmine Justavicius, or as I like to call her, Juicy J, versus Klein. This line is weird. It started out like minus 270, and then it flipped all the way the other way, and then it came back. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm going to take Jasmine Justavicius by decision in this fight. Jackson versus Blackshear. Blackshear has cardio issues, which scares me. But he's a really good fighter, and I usually don't bet on guys that have cardio issues, but he's taken some time off. He's fighting at elevation. He's had a full training camp. I'm hoping maybe he's focused on his cardio issues, and he can last at least, a good solid 2 rounds here to steal this fight from Jackson. So I'm going to take Blackshear underdog plus 120. Santos versus Agapova. No bets for me here. Josh Friend versus Petrosky. Petrosky is one of those dudes in this card I was talking about that just no gas tank really. So I'm basically going to go with Josh Friend, even though he's not very good either, to be honest with you. I just see Petrosky dying out, Friend getting the KO. Friend does have a decent gas tank. He just doesn't. He's not like the best wrestler. He's not the best striker. He's just like, he's okay-ish. But I see he can beat somebody that, gasses out in the second round, that's for sure. And then Elder versus Flowers, no bets. You got anything to finish out the fights?
So yeah, I put together a 3-leg parlay for the UFC fight night for tonight. For plus 500 for a KO. I picked 3 KOs for this parlay.
I like it. At elevation, makes sense.
Plus 500 for a KO for Josh Van.
Mm-hmm.
A KO at plus 225 for Christian Rodriguez. And a KO for Ponzinibbio.
Yep.
All together for a 3-leg KO parlay, 5,050.
Plus 550.
Yeah, maybe put a unit or two
50,
on there.
50. I like that. Perfect. All right. Well, that's it for this weekend. Win some money. Come back and see us next week. Thank you.
Thank you.